Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim, alhamdulillah rabbil alameen. Once again, I should present my appreciations to professors and host of this great symposium. Before I start my presentation, I announce that this pre-meeting, this symposium, is one of the symposiums which will end to the first international conference on Imam Riza and interfaith dialogue. It will be held about 2 weeks later in Mashhad, and we invite the professors to participate, and we are ready to support. And this is the site of this first international conference on Imam Riza alayhi salam and interreligious dialogue, adyan.ir. My lecture is about the role of intellect-oriented dialogues in peaceful coexistence of the followers of religion with an emphasis on Razavi teachings. My focus may be on 2 points. The first about the dialogue, and the second about the rationality. Dialogue, I have written an important article in magazine of HTS of the article of ISI in Pretoria, the University of Pretoria. It's published 2 weeks before about dialogue and denotation and connotation of dialogue. You know, in Arabic, we use the word of al-hiwar, but in English, we say dialogue or communication or discuss or chat. Everyone has its important meaning, of course. But if we want to talk about the dialogue, we can say at the very summary, the word dialogue means speaking, starting, expressing, writing, and writing poetry. Philosophical reference have introduced some derivations from this term. But dialogue or conversation, as Eliade in its Encyclopedia of Religion says this. But al-hiwar in Arabic is a conversation that is face to face and comes to an end without any bias and prejudice in a calm environment. This word has 3 dimensions: color, return, and relation. In Arabic, I mean, al-hiwar. It seems that al-hiwar has been derived from hur, meaning return, and al-hiwar refers to anything exchanged between 2 individuals in a way that each one listens to the other's speech and respond to that. If one of these 2 does not respond to the other, there would be no conversation. It's very, very important, as Zubaydi says this matter. It seems that the word dialogue, with all its beauty and spirit, cannot provide the fundamental component of this rational and effective exchange, because the exchange of ideas and thought does not necessarily revolve around speaking, but this exchange becomes effective only when speaking is accompanied with listening. Listening also is very important. As Imam Ali, peace be upon him, he said that تعود أذنك حسن الاستماع كما تعود لسانك حسن القول. As well as you accustom your tongue to speak well, we should practice to listen well. So without listening, we cannot have a good conversation. Listening is important as well as the speaking. And about the history of dialogue, if we want to talk about, it's a very, very long stories. But in general, traditional religious dialogues had defensive or educational aspects. The word of dialogue, I mean. At the beginning of 20th century, particularly after the First World War, caused Christians and followers of other religions to adapt a different method to debate with other religions. It started 1 or 2 centuries ago. Religious thinkers and theologians came to conclusion that they should consider their relationship with other religions in order to reduce international tensions among religions. Dialogue became a kind of conversation between the followers of two religions in order to achieve understanding. This is the last. To achieve understanding and common ground in which none of two sides does not try to reject the ideas of the other side and promote their own ideas and their own ones. Dialogue in new area is just to talk and to understand, to tolerate each other, not a defensive action, I suppose. And John Hague has a very, very important Copernican revolution in the meaning of dialogue, that he says that as well as the stars around the sun, all religions should talk about one thing, about one God, about the unity. All religion should come to the common point and talk about that, as well as the stars. Everyone has its own position and its own dignity. That we have not enough time to talk about. If we want to talk about dialogue and viewpoint of, and understand the viewpoint of the Holy Quran about dialogue, that's very, very, very important, I suppose, nowadays. Al-Hiwar in the Holy Quran 2 times is mentioned, but about 1/5 of the verses of the Holy Quran, about 6,632 verses of the Holy Quran, is promote people to think, to ponder, to think, to ponder about the various differentiations of the world. It's very important. 1/5 of 6,632 verses of the Holy Quran is promoting such this matter. And in the Holy Quran, you can find two parts, two sorts of dialogue. First, dialogue with himself, dialogue with him. We talk with ourselves every day, every moment. We are talking. Every moment we are talking with ourselves, So many talking with yourself. After that, you may present a sentence to the other one. So in the Holy Quran, you may find 2 types of dialogue, which we have not enough time to talk. But it's very important that my focus in dialogue from the Holy Quran points of view is this. When we are talking about dialogue, we have such a model. It means that in general, public understanding of dialogue, we have such a model. See, we say that my view is correct. Of course, I am correct. You say you are correct. I am correct. And has a possibility of error myself. And whatever about others, we say that the other's view is right, firstly. And it's possible that it would be correct, the others. Generally, we think so. Am I right? Generally. We say, I'm correct. It's possible that I'm in error, I'm right. But others, firstly, they are right, except the exceptional views maybe. This is general. But what about the Holy Quran? The Holy Quran, how judge here? There is another model. We said that in the verse of the Holy Quran, it said, قُلْ مَنْ يَرْزُقُكُمْ مَنْ فِي السَّمَاوَاتِ مِنَ السَّمَاوَاتِ وَالْأَرْضِ قُلِ اللَّهُ وَإِنَّا أَوْ إِيَّاكُمْ لَعَلَى هُدًى أَوْ فِي ضَلَالٍ مُبِينٍ. As Ghulam Sarwar, one of good translator of Malaysian, translate this verse of the Holy Quran. He said that, say, who provides you from the heavens and the earth? Say, Allah. And most surely either we or you are on the guidance or in a clear error. Good. What's the model of dialogue of the Holy Quran? This is. Said another model, Islamic rule in reason-based dialogue is this. Islam says that either my view is correct or my view is wrong. We cannot write, before speaking, we judge that I'm correct and you are not correct. No, let it alone. It's not viewpoint of the Holy Quran. The Holy Quran says that either my view is correct or my view is wrong. This is two pictures, this is two sides. I am wrong or I am correct. That's right. And what about others? Others, either his view is correct or his view is wrong. Because of this, the Holy Quran says that, وَإِنَّا أَوْ إِيَّاكُمْ. To whom? To the infidel al-mushrikeen, infidels of Mecca. The Holy Prophet, Allah orders to him that you should say so. My idea may be correct, maybe not correct. And your idea. In this situation, we can continue our peaceful coexistence, and the followers of religion can talk about whatever they want and whatever they search for the safety, for the healthy, for different matters that they want. If not, so this is the model. This is because of this we say that the model of Islam is a comprehensive model. Of course, before 2 centuries ago, UN started dialogue of religions. Yes, but we say that all religions before had dialogues among themselves, and Islam completed it. Islam is comprehensive, and it said that you should accept all revelations before you. Revelations sent down to Jesus Christ, Judaism, Christianity, and other divine religions. So this is the first, it's, I suppose, very important, and we agree we can talk about. And the other important matter for peaceful coexistence of followers of religion is this, that sometimes we misunderstand, we have a misunderstanding of wisdom and rationality. Rationality and wisdom. Wisdom is a philosophical element, but rationality is not merely regarded as a philosophical element. Rationality is based on the use of human skills and sweet fruit that comes from balanced and rational behaviors in the society. It's different. Rationality is the result of a series of wisdom-oriented behaviors and arts that engage in interaction, collaboration, and dialogue with others in society. Therefore, in the current situation, we need more than ever behaviors that are centered on a comprehensive manner and general interest of humanity. It's very important to have a model from companions of the Holy Prophet or followers or successive of companions of the Holy Prophet, that I want to talk about one tradition. It's very important that before 1,400 years ago, it is said, not today, not today. Before 1,000, at least 300 years ago, this tradition is said by Ibn al-Rasul, by son of the Holy Prophet, Al-Imam al-Rida, al-Rida, son of Qadim, son of Sadiq, and son of Sajjad, son of Hussein, alayhimus salam, and Hussein, son of Fatima, bint al-Rasul, daughter of the Holy Prophet. It's very important. At the end of the 2nd century of Hijrah, he said so. He said that, La yatimmu aqlu imri'in muslimin. You cannot say that I'm a reasonable person until you have 10 characteristics, 10 index. One by one we can talk about, although I have not enough time, I suppose. I don't know whether. The first, peaceful coexistence and the perfection of reason in Imam Riza's viewpoint. He says that the first, al-khayru minhum ma'amul. He says, hope for his accompaniement and help, or others to be hopeful in his own her cooperation and grace. You know, some people, when you are in a miserable situation, you have some problem, you say, maybe we contact to that friend, maybe he solve our problem. This is the sign of, this is the index of rationality. Al-khayru minhu ma'amul. He likes to help others. And whenever you have a problem, you say, yes, I contact with him. Let's allow the matters that philosophical people say. Aristotle, something like philosophy. Yes, that's right. But on the ground, we can find rationality. It's very important. This is the first. The second index is people are secure from his wickedness. Sometimes you say that if you say to him, maybe he rose so many problems for us. He is not a rational personality. He has not a rational personality. Others to be immune from his or her evil and disturbance. This is the index of rationality and rational thinking. Ash-sharru minhum ma'mun. All people are immune of his wickedness. This is the second. And the third one, magnifying other people's little efforts. If you want to have a peaceful coexistence with followers of religions, we should be so. How? Glorifying the slight efforts of others. Maybe your friend helped you. It was a very little effort, but repeatedly you remember and say, thanks a lot, thank you very much. This affection may arouse, may increase. It's very important. Vice versa. Belittling one's huge efforts and measures. يستقل كثير الخير من نفسه. He had a very huge efforts for you, but never so. Never he mentioned before you. Said, no, nothing, it's my duty. By this thinking, we can have peaceful coexistence. This is a very important. Another index is يستقل كثير الخير من نفسه. Considering one's efforts and actions to be insignificant. This is also, yes, the time is over. Yes, thank you. And not being tired of helping others, not being tired of helping others. So much help, so much sharpening, to be sharp more when help others. لا يسأم من طلب الحوائج إليه. And also not stopping lifelong learning. This is the index of rationality. And preferring inferiority and poverty with God to health and honor to the enemy of God. And the last one, I go to the last one, and he said at the end that al-ashir, the 10th, and what do you understand what is the 10th? And what do you understand what is the 10th? He said the index now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 10th. He said that ثم قال العاشر ومن عاشر وقيل له ما هي. He said it's very important that having the spirit of preferring others to oneself and having reverence for them. It's very, every time he said that he is better for me. He is Christian, he is Jewish, he is Zoroastrian, whoever he is, maybe he is better than me. To be arrogant in the society is not good action, it's not good behavior. So at the end he said that al-ashir wa ma adraka man ashir, the 10th, and what will you comprehend? What is the 10th? It's very important. Every time he said that the others are better than me. I suppose by listening and by practicing such an index of rationality, we can have peaceful coexistence among followers of the religion. Now, in the atmosphere of ignorance dreams of some of the advocates of religiosity and unfair violators, it's worth for the followers of the one religions to make effort wholeheartedly in the direction of human values and fulfillment of safety, peace, and compromise, but restoring to the best words and to bring about a world full of freedom, respect to the rights of others, sincerity, affection, and spirituality with the tolerance, creating a strategy of united world. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.